Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And it's time for your daily dose of Dismal Disney.
Yeah, especially if you're a Disneyland person.
Yeah, if you're a Disneyland person, I hate to break it to you, but you're going to get screwed.
Well, I think they already knew that they pulled the annual passes for Disneyland.
Yeah, but now we're looking at some other options and none of them sound terribly good.
It's weird. We'll explain here in a bit. It's like some of them they seem really iffy, and then the rest are just like everyday ticket prices. It's weird.
Yeah, so again, this all comes down to supply and demand and Disney's need for money. So we're going to look at everything going on here with the annual pass replacement options as far as we can tell. And we're going to see where it goes. So before we get into it, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We're over 172,000 subs. We do talk about Disney because, believe it or not, we did like Disney. We went to the parks very often. And we ourselves are annual pass holders. And Disneyland announced that they are ending the annual pass program. We're waiting for the other shoe to drop, which is Walt Disney World.
Right. Here's the thing. People are like, oh, including Ken Potrock, who is the president of Disneyland. They're like, oh, we're doing it because we're trying to control the crowds. And my thing about that is they're doing that at Disney World right now. They have annual pass holders at Disney World right now. You get the park pass reservation, and then that controls the crowd levels. And they limit how many are available to different, categories like annual pass holders. So there was really no reason to do this other than the fact that Disneyland isn't open.
Right.
But even then, you could just pause it. Disney World did the same thing, but they paused it and put extensions on the annual passes. But then how much money they lose when people couldn't buy new.
Yeah.
So, but then they're having to refund everybody on the other thing. So it's a big mess. But people did not take it well, as you can imagine.
Yeah, so before we talk about this more, we're going to go out to some reactions of annual pass holders from Disneyland. This is coming from Laughing Place. But yeah, RIP Disneyland, 84 to 2021.
Wow.
Disneyland APs eager to visit Marvel Campus and California Adventure just poof, snapped away. No one. Disneyland. Leave. Remember when Disneyland had annual passes? Yeah, that was neat. Fresh start, reemploy those Disneyland ticket books. I'd be down with that.
They're cute.
I used to be a Disneyland Deluxe annual pass holder. Sure, Grandma, let's get you to bed.
I saw that one before.
Not to worry, though. I'm confident the next system for frequent Disneyland guests will come with an undeserved sense of entitlement as well.
Probably true.
Disneyland just broke up with me, and I'm not okay.
That's funny.
Sunsetting has officially gone too far. I feel like, if I'm honest, they didn't think this through. Current mood after hearing that Disneyland passes are being canceled. Whoa, got an email from Disneyland that they're discontinuing annual passes. That slaps, honestly. It's
funny. Well, not funny, but like in the pass holder boards, they are not happy because they're like, and I'll tell you why they're not happy. Because I actually did an article, this one right here, about why they're doing this. We've been saying this. First thing we said was, they're doing this, and then you're going to get less for more or less for the same. They're going to do whatever they can to take value away from it, to pocket more money. So then I did this. Investor publication indicates removing annual passes means more profit for Disney, and water is wet. Because as we've said here multiple times, that annual pass holders don't make as much to Disney because they don't have the hotels usually and all that, and they don't make enough money. So
yeah, they're flat out saying it. They're flat out saying your annual pass holders are not worth as much to Disney as a family of four that comes in and pays for the hotel room and stays a week. And yep.
So this quote, the first quote, these decisions are driven by analyses showing pass holders to be among the least profitable visitors to the theme park, combined with state-mandated restrictions on attendance in response to COVID-19. So people put the quote up to the least profitable visitors, and they put it on the board, and people were not happy because they're like, wait, we are the ones that come back all the time, constantly, keep buying your stuff, keep coming to all your events, and you just basically said we don't want you because you don't make as much money.
Yeah, for years. Now, you don't understand. The reason that there's a sense of entitlement with Disney pass holders is that they have been told by Disney that they're special, They're special. They're part of the Disney family. They're part of the secret club. They spent more on their annual passes. They come more often. Overall, over the course of the year, it's very possible that an annual pass holder spends more money in total than a family that comes in once a year or once every other year. You know, even if they're not staying at the hotels or whatever. So when you're told for decades that you're Disney's best customers,
right,
and they pull the rug out from underneath you and say, look, you're just not worth it to us anymore.
Right.
You're going to be a little salty.
Right. And they were. People were not happy about it.
Yeah.
But this article basically was going on about how they spend less money, they say. Now, I want to say for Walt Disney World, there are pass holders because of Disney Vacation Club and stuff from all over the place that aren't just in Orlando. So a lot of times these people come down, they do stay on property, they do buy food, they do buy merchandise. We are among those people.
Yeah.
But a lot of what they've been getting has been locals. And at California, we have mentioned it many, many times. Disneyland is very much a locals park.
Yeah, it is.
So most of the people that are going to be coming in and out all the time are going to have annual passes.
Mm-hmm. And they want to change that. They want to make sure that everybody's paying for every day they go. Because, you know, for those of you who aren't, for some reason, not familiar with the annual passes, you pay one flat rate. And it usually winds up being about a week's worth of tickets. Mm-hmm. And you can go as much as you want to. You can come every damn day to Disney. And a lot of these Disney vloggers and bloggers and social media influencers depend on having that annual pass to be able to do their job because they can't plunk down $100 and some a day.
Right. So they're using this whole idea that we're just trying to control the crowds. But what they mean by that, what they mean by that is, yes, we're trying to control the crowds, but the crowds that are the people, like the influencers that are here all the time. If every time something opens, like the first day of an event or whatever, all the influencers at Disneyland or Walt Disney World come flooding in and they have crowd capacity caps, how much is that going to take away from all the tickets they would sell to people at the gate? That if you know.
Yeah, I mean, they said that pass holders add overcrowding, which diminishes the experience for more profitable guests.
Exactly.
As a result, a number of these preferred visitors become less enthusiastic. So yeah, people are like, the parks are packed. There's a new cookie. There's a new donut. And we've seen it. We saw it at Disney Springs with the cookie place that opened or the bakery that opened.
Oh,
and,
Gideon's Bakehouse?
Yeah, anytime there's
8-hour wait, 11-hour wait for cookies.
And a lot of those people were annual pass holders. Now, this is Disney World.
Well, that's Disney Springs, though, too. So anybody can go to Disney Springs, though. But, you know, so that could be anyone in the area. But they said about the crowds keep people from coming back. Here's the thing. Disney keeps saying they're going to limit the crowds. That's why they keep jacking the prices and everything else. Oh, it's to make the crowds smaller. But they keep letting the same amount of people in. Yeah. And they've been for years. So this is a load of shit. This narrative is not true. It's about making sure that they can they can control where people are, they can make you pay more, and they can make sure they give you less, and that if you want better deals or benefits, you have to pay them more on the side.
Yeah, and look, they know when the parks open. They've already said whenever the parks finally can open in California that they're gonna limit the geographical area too. So they got to get. Disney has to get as much money out of the locals as they can because they're not going to have people flying into Disneyland probably at first. And right now it's hard enough for them to fill up the hotels because, again, Disneyland tends to be more of a locals park. The hotels...
There's not that many there either.
There's only 3 hotels on property, and then they have, all the good neighbor hotels. But for the most part... most of the hotel rooms, you can book a room anywhere at Disneyland unless it's like cheerleader thing or Christmas. I mean, it doesn't attract the out-of-state guests like Disney World does.
And Disneyland's hotels are far more expensive than Disney World. And that's saying something because Disney World hotels are ridiculously expensive.
And frankly, only one of them is even remotely worth it, in my opinion.
Yeah,
that would be the Disneyland hotel, which I love.
We've been to, I haven't been to the Pixar one, but I've been to the Disneyland one and I've been to the Grand Californian.
I don't like the Grand Californian.
I like the Disneyland hotel better.
I like Disney. We actually had the option to stay in the Grand Californian. We stayed at the Disneyland hotel.
We stayed at both, but we just to try it. But but even then, their base price and their hotels are a lot more expensive than they are at Disney World, and Disney World overcharges. Oh yeah. So that's what's going on there. I mean, at Disney World too, you get a lot of people from other countries coming in. It's a lot bigger, so they can fit a lot more people in, and it's a different experience than Disneyland. And Disneyland is more locals. But either way, they're basically they're using the excuse that they're trying to limit and control crowds. But basically, what it is we want to make sure we have more people that pay at the gate if they're taking up capacity amounts. We want the ones that give us the most money.
Yeah, you want to get more blood out of the stones, and that's how you're going to do it. And I'm telling you, I mean, I could be wrong, but my tinfoil mouseiers say they're going to do this in Disney World too.
I agree, and I said that in another article I did. But after this announcement, it didn't go very well. We had Ken Potrock talking about he wanted to see there to be feedback, and they're going to look for how they're going to do this. And some of these quotes, guys. Okay.
He still sounds like a Flintstone
So,
character.
I know. According to the OC Register, they're looking for choice and flexibility. They said that they want to spread out attendance at Disneyland, Disney California Adventure while satisfying the largest amount of money. I mean, number of people. And so they go on about, he said, we're going to use this time as an opportunity to develop new offerings and a new way to think about the business, given the situation we find ourselves in. We don't have money and we're closed. No. We're trying to understand, what do people want in this new world? Not what you're going to give them. What do they need to access our parks? Probably more than you're going to give them. How frequently do they need to access our parks? Probably limited in what you're going to give them. With what level of spontaneity? You don't have to be spontaneous at Disney anymore, especially Walt Disney World. They have you book. You have to pre-plan everything. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. With what level of value? Well, not going to be much if it's Disney. All these kinds of things and more. There's nothing off the table as we begin to think about things that are important for people, whether it's the number of times they visit on a product offering. Yeah. Whether it's when, is it midweek or weekend? Is it morning or afternoon? Is it day part oriented? What? It's all of those kinds of things that we're incredibly curious to hear back from the guests about.
Oh, because they're doing this survey. Yeah,
I was going to get to that.
Yeah.
So then he goes on, it's not designed to limit choice and flexibility. Magical bullshit. It's designed to enhance choice and flexibility.
Disney does this, and my God, this is one of the most irritating things. And we saw this when we were in media and we were covering Disney. They will literally screw their customers over and put a magical spin on it and tell you how it's a benefit to you.
Right. You literally can see it's not, but they're going to tell you it is. And if you don't like it, you're just... Don't be a negative ninny. Pixie, that's magic.
Yeah, I mean, Bob Iger, they jacked the prices up. And he's like, well, we're doing it for the fans, so we keep the riffraff out.
But it's okay. You can go get free pixie dust. It's literally glitter. But you can still get free pixie dust.
Can't get free parking, though.
No, okay,
that hotels.
I'm gonna get that. Yeah, it's gonna get better. So, it's designed to enhance choice and flexibility. People may say, "Here's how I've always used it." People may say, "Here's what I bought, but I didn't use it and optimize it." People may say, "I have a different family structure or my financial situation is different. I would love to do a little bit differently than I have done in the past." What we're hoping is to be able to provide the choice of flexibility that they keep more money from in all those different evolving states. Now, I want to point out that, and I have it listed on an article I did, they already had different tiers of pricing, different availability of dates, different things before. So everything he's asking people using it, they already offered those.
Yeah.
For different price points.
I'm calling horseshit on this. I'm saying they already know what they're going to do. They're just trying to make it out like, oh, we really need to think about this. This is research.
I know what they're researching and what they, I have it. So they sent out a survey, okay, to annual passes people holders who had them to ask them what they thought about their ideas. So here's what the survey was. Scroll down. Okay, so this is a survey they sent out. All right.
Okay, let's pull this up so we can.
Now I have it actually broken down on the article.
Okay.
So yeah, there's the survey. Okay, now go down here and I have what is. Now remember, here's what was what existed before. They had the Southern California Select Annual Pass for $299. Now they were restricted, but it was
it's a good deal.
Deluxe was $549.
That's still
Premium was $779, which is way less than Disney World.
Yes.
And Premier was $1,099.
Now that's not the keys to the world?
No, I didn't put that one on here.
Okay, that's like $2,000 or something.
So yeah, they were over $2,000. So that gave you access to both. So here's the passports options they're offering to people now. Here's what they're calling them passports. Okay. Option 1 for $1,000 for an adult and $800-ish for a child. You have a reservation window. Oh, this all involves reserving your spots. Like they said they had to stop this to make sure they can control the crowds. It's a pass reservation system and reserving your different things. That's what this is. Reservation for 90 days that you can have 4 reservations at a time. I'm assuming that means 4 different days.
Yeah, I guess.
Anytime reservations are $6 a year. Anytime reservations, I think are times when, you could use them whenever you want, not just in their windows. Blockouts are for Easter, Christmas, and New Year's time, but that's okay. You get 2 blockout tickets a year.
Whoopee.
But you have no friends and family tickets.
Again, this is to get rid of the people that go to the parks every week, every day. People come in the weekends. They go to Disneyland, especially Disneyland. You get the regulars, they go on the weekend, just like going to the mall or something, they go to Disneyland.
Well, it gets better.
Oh, okay.
So this gets 10% of a merchandise, 30% of a food and beverage, 20% of a special event tickets, 20% discount on parking. Max Pass, Unlimited Photo Pass, no rewards, and dedicated entrance. Dedicated entrance just means when you go scan your ticket to go in, they have a one turnstile thing that's just for pass holders. They do it at Disney World too.
You mean it doesn't have my name on it?
No.
Oh my God, Mickey.
Dedicated to pass holders, not just you. Option 2 at almost $1,400 for adult and $1,400 for child. So you think you're getting a lot more. Reservation window for 90 days, and you can have 6 reservations at a time. No anytime reservations. So
for $1,400 a pop?
Wait, this is totally.
Oh my God.
The blockout dates are Easter, June, July, early August, Christmas, New Year's. And I'm like, wait, you're paying more for this? You get 2 blockout tickets like the other one, but no friends and family tickets. Now this time you get 30% of merchandise, 10% of food and beverage, so you flip-flop those. You still get the 20% off of special events, but you get free parking, but you get no Max Pass. You get Unlimited Photo Pass, you get the dedicated entrance, and apparently there's some rewards program that you don't know what it is. Now the other one is the exact same price as the first option. Okay? This reservation window gives you 120 days with 2 reservations at a time. So the same price as the first one.
Okay.
4 anytime reservations, but you're blocked out Easter, June, July, early August, Christmas, and New Year's. But you get 1 ticket for blockouts for the same price as the first option. 30% of merchandise, 10% of food and beverage, no discount on special event tickets, no free parking, no Max Pass, no Photo Pass, no dedicated entrance, and no rewards program. And I'm betting you money this is one they go with.
Because they can upcharge all that other stuff. Holy sh... Remember how we've been saying for about 2 years now, and people kept calling us negative, that Disney doesn't care about you, regardless of how they spin it, regardless of how they try to pretty it up. That Disney is a magical company, that you're part of the Disney family. They don't care about you.
That was before they were hurting for money.
Yeah, but after they got rid of 32,000 employees. And now they're going to now the annual pass holders that have been told for decades that they're the most important Disney people. Now they're going to screw
the
them
biggest
over
fans that come all the time. Okay.
Yes.
So that's the passports. Now they have ticket options. You're going to love this one. Okay. So for one of their options they want to put out there is the 3-day multi-visit ticket, which is about $200 for adults and $180 for child. You get 120 days of reservation window with blockout dates from June through December. You can't go to the parks June through December. What? There's no ticket. There's nothing else. It's a basic ticket, but you get a cheaper price, but you can't go for half the year.
Okay, remember how I'm going to put this out there. This is going to backfire. Especially Disneyland. They might be able to get away with something like this at Disney
You think
World.
it's like Galaxy's Edge?
Yes. You knew exactly what I was saying.
I knew where you were going to go, yeah.
When they overestimated the demand and they had all the blockout dates and they were like,
for pass holders and for cast members and stuff.
And they jacked the prices up for Galaxy's Edge and Disneyland was a freaking ghost town. That's exactly what's going to happen again. And then they're going to cry, oh, nobody wants to go to Disneyland. Well, this is why.
Because most people go to Disneyland are locals anyway. So
yeah.
They're figuring the people that, but they also know their audience and the people that are diehards and they want to be influencers and everything else, they're going to pay whatever to get in there anyway. And they're counting on that.
Influencers don't make jack shit for money, most of them. They cannot afford
to buy all the stuff.
Thousands and thousands of dollars.
Well, they can't buy their whole outfit for every different, for the 3 outfits for each day at the park. And, So now the other options they're giving you are basically regular tickets. I compared them. Option 1, 1-day ticket at $104 to $209 per adult or $98 to $201 for child with no blockout dates or anything with it. Now, here's a list from 2020 that touring plans have put up when they raised the prices last time. Basically, the price range is tier 1 to tier 5. But they also have, or if you look at the price ranges for the park hoppers, they're $104 to $209. So it's basically just a regular ticket that was the exact same damn price as last time, and they're putting it as an option. Okay, so then 2-day tickets.
Yeah.
When you check, it's the exact same damn prices that they were charging before they closed. But they're adding a reservation window to it now. So Park Pass, which they already have at Walt Disney World for the same price, and they're acting like that's an option they're giving you.
They're going to do this at Disney World too. They're going to, I'm telling you. You guys think there's a whole subculture.
I agree with you.
I have been telling you this for like 6 months. I said, you know what they're going to do? They're going to get rid of, because they stopped selling annual passes. They're going to get rid of annual passes, and they're going to make you pay by the day because it's too good of a deal. But for the locals, their
new deal to give you to see what you think of it for their tickets for 1 day, 2 day, 3 day tickets are the prices they charge before they shut down.
It's the
exact same thing, except now you have your bonuses. You get a 120-day reservation window to make your Park Pass reservations.
It's like this product, we're charging $5, but wait, you can get 2 for $10.
Yeah.
Isn't that a good deal?
3 for $15. And a whopping 4 for $20.
It's like what they do on the infomercial.
4 for $25.
There you go. Oh my God, what a steal. It's like what they do on these infomercials. They're like, oh, what's this gizmo going to cost you? It costs $29.95. But wait, you get 2. It's like
you get 2 days for the same price.
But wait, you're just paying $15 each for this thing. That's all it is.
No, but I'm saying, but you get 2 days for $30. Yeah. But 1 day was $15. So you're getting 2 for the price. Yeah, it's the exact same prices they had before they shut down. The only difference is now they're saying that, because if you look at the $235, $290 is, but depending on whether you have the hopper or not, it's exact same prices. It starts at $235 and at $290 with the hoppers. It's the exact same damn thing. And it's like, but now you get the option of a 120-day reservation window to make your Park Pass reservations, which Disney World, I don't think you have any, right now I don't think it's that far out. I mean, not yet.
Just wait.
So that's all it is these passports that, vary, and they're really wildly all over the place. And tickets, one ticket that you can't use for half a year as an option, and then the other 3 options were what they already had.
And this is assuming they're going to open sometime soon. I mean, that's the thing, too. We don't know how this thing is going to go, when they're going to open. But it sounds to me like internally they're freaking out. They're like, oh, my God, we got to make as much money out of the people that come back as we can.
What's going to be interesting is they're going to open, and because they're going to be open to Marvel, the Avengers Campus. And I bet you that all the passes are blocked out unless you buy day tickets.
Probably.
So that you can't go to do that. So that was what they're going on with that. Now, like you said, and I agree with you, Walt Disney World has not yet change that. But the reason they're giving for Disneyland doing it is a stupid reason, because Walt Disney World has already been open. The annual pass holders are still there, and they control the crowds, just like they're saying they're going to do over in Disneyland. So there was no reason to get rid of it. So they got rid of it there because it's closed. They got rid of it there because now they have time to play with it and see what people will accept. And then as soon as they get that accepted, darn well they're going to flip it over to Walt Disney World.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of weird because up to this point, there actually is a disconnect between Disney World and Disneyland. They do run things very differently. For the most, like you look at, Disney World obviously did the magic bands, they did all that. Disneyland still using the old tickets, but even just their pricing structure and stuff has always been kind of weird. But I think Disney is going to take the opportunity with the shutdown to kind of, I guess, make everything more unified. I could totally see them doing that. And yeah, they're just going to test on Disneyland. It's kind of Disney World.
And at Disney World, I mean, I think what they're going to do is they're going to try to spin it that it's, you're getting the best value, but they're going to take away. And they're going to charge you the same for it, or they're going to charge you more for less. That's going to be what it is. So now this is completely related, but not. They're talking about Disney World capacities, reduced capacity limits, and they think they're going to be some person that's not a marketing guy said that he thinks that it's possible that it could stay reduced capacity until 2020, fall of this year, or 2022. Well, that's a no-brainer. Duh. Yeah. It's probably going to. And that's what why they're limiting these passes, because, if you only have like 35% that's allowed to be there, you don't want the whole 35% to be made of people who already have tickets.
Yep.
So, that's what they're talking about, this vaccine, and they're talking about how, and this, herd immunity and all this shit about when they could raise capacity. I still argue that 35% is what they're staying at. But here's the one person on there who's saying that they don't think that they're going to cancel annual pass programs for Disney World. And I'm sorry, I think they're going to.
I think they're going to.
Or they're going to change them significantly. They're just using Disneyland as a trial.
Yeah, because it's easy to disrupt it now because it's closed. So they can basically, when people start coming back, whenever that is, it's like, well, here's a brand new system because of COVID. We had to change everything. Whereas Disney World, you can kind of see they've been doing it kind of in degrees, like they stopped selling new passes.
Yeah, they did. They opened up like for a little bit in like July or something last year, and then they stopped again.
That's not a good sign.
The only way you can get a pass at this point is if you're renewing your current one, or if you already had one, you canceled it because of the shutdown, and you want to turn it back on.
Yeah.
The only thing I can see that would be any benefit at all is they offered a pass that would be cheaper pass to people that go to Disney World 2 or 3 times a year. So you're using that pass when you're down there. So you're paying less than somebody who can use it every day. That's the only benefit I can see to having a different option with different, days on it. Because Disney World does have a lot more people that come in frequently, but they don't live in Orlando compared to Disneyland.
Yeah, I mean, in a case like us, we live in Pennsylvania, and we were at one point we were going down like every other month.
We had planned, and we bought our annual passes to go down literally every month. And then we bought our annual passes, and then like literally the month later, then COVID hit.
Yeah, it's so weird because when we were there in February of 2020, I remember standing in line for food, and there were women talking about COVID overseas, and they're like, yeah, I don't know if it's going to come to the U.S. or not. I don't know.
And then they were going to close the parks for 2 weeks.
And they were going to close the parks for 2
weeks.
weeks.
We're like, no, they're not. And cruise line's still down. They just canceled all of March. So at that point, cruise line has been down for more than a year, which you also said was going to happen. And I thought you were being negative and you're full of shit. They're still closed. Disneyland's still closed.
I don't look for the cruises to come back online anytime soon.
I think somebody asked, they thought they'd be back up by September. Yes, I think they'll be back up by September.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be, again, they have to do all these tests and stuff now.
Right, but I think they're going to try to push that through quickly. And they might even be doing it now. They're closed bookings for other people. It's not saying they can't. They aren't on the back end doing some of the guidelines at the same time, because that was already open. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're not doing that right now.
Yeah.
So they can open up faster. I do not think they're going to be down all year. I think maybe by summer, May, June, maybe we might start seeing them come back up.
Yeah.
But by September, I think you're okay.
But we're still talking a year and a half.
Right, that they were down.
Lost revenue.
Disneyland's been closed this entire time. It'll be closed. It's been closed going on a year, not yet. In March, it'll be closed a year. Disney World's the only one that's been open, and they were limited on capacity. And so it just, to me, because their choice was either to cancel and refund people or to expand and extend those passes. And for them, they're going to say, oh, we're doing it for you so you're not wasting your money. But the reality situation is they just want to cancel it, refund everybody their money so they can find a new program to put in place to make more money when they reopen.
Yep, and that's what you're going to see from Disney going forward. We said that Disney before the pandemic is not going to be the same as Disney after.
Disney before the pandemic was money grubbing. When they were making money, they were being ridiculous.
Yeah, it's going to be 100 times worse.
But they're a business, because they are a business, guys.
Yes, they are. But that's the thing. They marketed themselves as being this family-friendly, hey, we're your friend, Mickey's your buddy. Be part of the club, join the annual pass, join the DVC, be one of us, be a Mouseketeer. And it's when push comes to shove, the fans are getting shoved.
Yeah, because it's a corporation and they got to do what they got to do because they're a business. And you can't, executive bonuses of $11 million just don't come out of thin air.
I know, right?
So I'm just,
So we're going to wrap this one up?
Yes.
Okay, so please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.